Let's get together and get alright. I'ma sing one love.
Yes, that is Toronto Mayor Rob Ford dancing to Bob Marley's One Love. Wow.
From the Father of creation,
Forgetting the controversies of recent weeks, Mr. Ford decided to join his colleagues in a little boogie on the floor of Toronto City Council. Everyone seemed to be joined in harmony as a local jazz group performed.
one love, one together and get alright. I'ma sing one love. Talk about love. One heart. Give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel. Oh, everybody, one love.
It's February 6, 2024, and today is Bob Marley Day in Toronto. We celebrate the day, we celebrate the week, we celebrate the month. That first clip that you just saw is a throwback video from Toronto City Hall that was about 10 years ago with our former mayor of Toronto dancing away to Bob Marley in City Hall. Up next, we're going to kick it off with an interview from Sharon Marley, one of Bob Marley's daughter, at the Global News, Toronto downtown. Stay tuned.
The legendary Robert Nesta Marley would have turned 79 years old today, and February 6th has been proclaimed Bob Marley Day in Toronto, a day to honor his music and also his legacy as a human rights advocate and ambassador of peace. So we are thrilled here at Global News Morning to have two generations of Marleys here to celebrate the day with us. Let's welcome his daughter, Sharon Marley, and her daughter, Denisha Pendergrass. Thank you so much for joining us today, ladies, and happy Bob Marley Day. One love.
Yay, Bob Marley Day. Greetings.
So there's a bit of a timeline here. So last year, the former mayor proclaimed the day in City Hall, but the community has been celebrating Bob Marley Day for a number of generations. You know, just talk to us a little bit about what that means to have a day of your ancestor, of your forefathers proclaimed in the city.
It's an important day to remember because this Buffalo soldier has done such a tremendous job for world peace, for spreading love, and just for humanity.
Why do you think he resonates so deeply with people around the world? You know, we were speaking during the break about Jamaica to the world and the impact Jamaica has had globally, but a lot of that has to do with Mr. Marley as well, just spreading that message of, why do you think that is?
I think it's a gift. He was born with that mission, you know, and ever since he was young, whether it is how he was raised, his humble beginnings, the spirituality of how he came about to be entrenched down in such a poor community, you know, and his ability to strive under those conditions. He really wanted to share that with the world. He had a message, you know, and I think that's missing in our music today. You know, that message and that coming with a cause. It's not as strong as when he was around.
Yeah.
You know, and I personally miss that as a guidance, you know.
And Denisha, you live in Toronto now. Sharon, you lived in Canada before too. Talk a little bit about Jamaica's impact on the city and where you see that influence coming through.
Wow. Wagwan mans them. You know, I mean, the lingo.
Absolutely.
It's moving to the city and seeing and hearing and feeling and being just like, okay, am I in Kingston? Is this Jamaica or is this Toronto? It really has been magnanimous. And I think my grandfather's music has helped to create a space in the city for Jamaicans to be seen and recognized beyond the stereotypical label that is very often associated with us. I mean, even dare I say, as a Caribbean nation, I feel like because of Bob Marley's influence, it has allowed Jamaicans more ability to enter different spaces without as much judgment as there usually is. You know, so talk about my grandfather's impact on the city. I think it really has humanized people to see us beyond just what they call us, third world or immigrants, all of these labels, you know, but as humans that have the potential to inspire too, beyond circumstances, like Mommy said.
Here.
Yeah.
I want to fit in the projects that you guys are working on because both of these ladies, probably no surprise to folks at home, both of these ladies are creatives. Sharon, you've had a very successful musical career and continue to do so. Denisha, you're a filmmaker, and talk about what we can expect this week and how you two have been able to collaborate.
Well, this week, okay, so One Love with the movie coming out, you know, every year we choose a theme. This year the family chose One Love. For me, activating here in the city, we wanted to put it in context because One Love is an action. So the week is titled One Love in Action. And the first activity is going to be today, featuring in conversation with my mom. Mom who is also going to be doing a full live performance at the AGO on Friday.
Excellent.
And then on Sunday, we'll be having Simmer Down Sundays with some more cousins coming in. So we'll be celebrating my grandpa all week.
Yeah.
It's usually a family event. You know, it's great when the family get together. Apart from the cake cutting, there's we're sharing memories with the younger generation, as well as keeping the spirit alive. You know, keeping his spirit alive. And so I just said to myself, you know, I need to touch base with Mom today because she's usually the head of all the activities. You
That's
know,
Miss Rita Marley.
Yes.
Yeah.
Over the last few years, she's slowed down a little, but I'm sure she's doing something today.
I'm sure
Burning
she
her
is.
incense,
I'm sure she's
definitely.
doing something today, you know.
Let's
so
all
we're carrying on that legacy, you know.
Yeah, I was going to say, let's all do something today to celebrate Bob Marley Day. We have some info.
I grew up with my wonderful stepson, Mike Layton. If you had come to his room, you walk in, the first thing you see is a gigantic poster of Bob Marley. That's his North Star. Congratulations to all the humanitarian award winners, the Lifetime Achievement Awards winners. It's been an honor to know quite a few of you, quite a lot of you. Yes, Mr. Lane only know one song in the saxophone. You might not be able, he might be able to jam with you, but just that with one song. For 3 decades, the community has gathered to honor the life and legacy of Bob Marley, iconic artist, activist, humanitarian known around the world for his message of love, peace, and unity. Do we ever need that now? Us? Peace. Think of the war that is around us. Think of the hate that we could occasionally descend to. That's not what Toronto is about. We need to listen to Bob Marley a lot more. As we reflect on these values, we celebrate them. Bob Marley's vision for how people should get along, how they should treat one another, is perfectly demonstrated in this year's theme, One Love. And in that lyrics of One Love, hear the children cry. Crying. Hear the children crying. Some children are crying tonight because they're going to bed hungry. Right? 1 out of 3 Torontonians have to use the food bank. And a third of them are children. And so some of them are going to bed hungry, and they are crying because of that. And thank you for reminding me, yes, that budget, put in money for 220,000 kids in school, so they at least during school time won't be hungry. You can't learn when you're hungry. So there's so much to learn about coming together, one heart, and let's get together. These are the ideals we aspire to. As a city, we're a beacon of hope People all around the world come here to start a life, find a home. We need to build more homes because some cannot find a home. Some are desperate looking for a home. Some are living in shelters. 11,000 people are living in shelters. Some can't even find a shelter because the shelter is full. And they are brothers and sisters from all around the world, from a lot of African countries, from Ukraine, from anywhere. We have to do so much better. We have to hear each other cry. We have to come with one heart, one love. And yes, we are a very special city. We are the most diverse. Yes, we are. And are you not proud when you have the TDC chair, Jamal Myers, black young man, corporate lawyer from New York coming back to Toronto to serve the city? Your deputy mayor, first black deputy mayor. And yes, it does make a difference who your mayor is. Make sure I point those people, right? Yeah, and we need more creativity, more dynamic energy, more entrepreneurial, more exciting place to call home. Gives the city flavor, like good seasoning. Yeah, yes, and when we gather at events like that, I see food over there. Celebrating Bob Marley's vision for a peaceful world, we can see that flavor, that seasoning in the art and the music we're experiencing tonight. That's the magic of this city. That's why, as the mayor, I'm working to create a city where everyone belongs. Let us show the world that Toronto is the place to be during the FIFA World Cup. In 2026. We will have the biggest party and the most exciting, most dynamic, most diverse party ever in 2026. We can start working on it now. Now, thank you for gathering here at City Hall tonight, bringing joy, music, magic into this building. Have a wonderful Bob Marley Day and Black History Month.